Bro, that's one of the things about ChatGPT too that's kind of crazy is that we was talking about this not too long ago. A lot of the people now, it's like they haven't written in anything. At least back then, it's like, nigga, we still had to write the shit.
Yeah,
we had to at least get it going. You know what I'm saying? Like get it to a point where it's like presentable. You might fluff it up. Like, they don't even know filler words, nigga. They think that's just how it looks now.
Think about how that affects music.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the thing, right? Before we was just talking about that. We see like music is in a weird place right now, and I think like. We know because of the accessibility of it, like people talk about all the time, it's like it's more easy to make music, whatever access. But Roberto was bringing up that when streaming took over, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that kind of not like killed music, but it definitely like devalued it. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Because it's literally like worth less. So now we see like a lot of people who are like making music or whatever. It's like they're working to like recoup and all this stuff, but it's like you can tell that it's a money grab.
For
sure.
Honestly, it was Napster and LimeWire that kind of killed the value of music.
Remember
there was a band that like was like super anti Napster when they came out. I mean, I'm sure most of them were. Metallica. And they were like, they dedicated like whole album to it.
Yeah, it turns out they were right.
No bullshit.
Yo, quick question, bro. Would you ever use chat to like let's say like you ever like writing something, bro?
Yeah.
And like you got the setup perfect. Be like, yo, what's the punchline? Like I gotta.
Hell no.
You would never use it.
Hell no,
Never?
bro. I don't even like using fucking like rhyme zone and shit like that.
No. Stop.
I
use rhyme zone, nigga. Rhyme zone helped me to begin, bro. Like when I first started making music, bro. Cause like you like. Nigga, I gotta like again because that like rhyme zone's different from chat. Chat's writing it for you. Rhyme zone, that's
they're just gonna give you like some suggestions of what you could like.
Use.
You know what I mean?
And I'm like,
you still gotta be creative with it.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like chat literally will like give you the bar. I ain't gonna hold you out. A homie, he was like, yo, my nigga, like I use chat like not to write the whole thing, but like I'll give chat like, yo, this is like the setup line, but I can't figure out the punchline.
Right.
And chat will spit it, and I was like, word. And he told me some shit at chat room. I was like. Chat spin, chat spin, bro.
I'd rather just ask somebody, if anything.
But I feel like it's not the same thing though. Because you ask somebody, nigga. Because you ask somebody like, you saying like, because again, I think about it like, I haven't done it yet. I'm not saying I might not ever do it.
Yeah.
But like, rhyme zone, I definitely do. But like, chat, nigga, like, the same thing about you with your homie, like, yo, bro, I got this line. Like, like, what do you think? It's like, yo, why don't you try about this? And you're like, oh shit. And the thing that he told me, he was like, yo, what it did for him is like when he would get like writer's block, because writer's block for me, I would look at it like you just got this one, you look at it in just one direction.
Yeah.
Because if you open up your mind, you can see, oh, I could take it this way, I could take it that way. Sure. And he was like, what it did for me was it helped me stop looking at it in one direction. And like once chat would give me that line, I'd be like, oh shit, it would spark a whole new creativity.
So they can figure out where you go next and everything else. Even with that line.
And especially like if he would like say he was going this way, he'd be like, wait, I could take it this way actually. And I was when he said that, I was like, you know, funny. That don't sound crazy.
It's not crazy when you look at it like that. I still don't condone it though. I'm never gonna use that.
I can't either. And
I feel him though.
But that's the thing though. Like we can't condone.
Rely on it.
No, you can't rely. That's the thing. That's the thing.
You can't rely on it.
That's what I told him. I was like, yo, you gotta still like sharpen your pen. He was like, no, of course, but like,
And I guess if it's a momentary crutch and it gets you over a block for a second, like, and maybe teaches you a new way to think, good. That and if you from then on are good and don't really need that tool anymore, I suppose like it's got some value.
Isn't it the same thing?
But at a certain point, like how much of the song is ChatGPT writing?
So let's ask. Like let's ask this question. Like
what's the percentage?
What's the
what's the percentage? You know what I'm saying? Like
so like
how much
let's look at it like this though. Like what's the difference between that, just playing devil's advocate, and like asking your homie, or like asking your homie, or I mean, nigga, like we know ghostwriting is a thing
for sure.
So I feel like asking your homie is like saying that like he's still gonna take it from his life experiences. And ChatGPT is taking it from stolen life experiences of other artists.
So it's actually coming from like the source versus coming from like.
So then, what do you say? So what do you say to like just songwriters? Like I'll be real. Like as a songwriter and as art, I think that everything is up for interpretation. Like you can like a lot of the greatest artists don't create from their own life, but they're able to tap into a different part of art.
I disagree.
Future's a phenomenal artist.
There's so many.
But is Future one of the greatest artists though?
In terms of what, trap? Yes.
And overall.
In terms of, but like what are we taking it on? Like lyricism, no. But like,
I mean, I think everything, right? It's like, you know,
but you're not gonna tell me that Future songs don't slap. And
Future's tough.
And I'm not even a Future fan.
And if you really listen to
Future is wavy. He made good music. I'm wondering about like when I'm thinking about like greatest artists, I think like you could put him in like that greatest like trap artist like genre. You can put him in like that.
I mean, I would
The
say
greatest artist
I would
of
say
all
if you
time.
asked, if you asked a few people in the world, like they would have Future in the top 20.
But who more people would have?
I mean, again, but
like,
you got
who's someone that more
you
people
got
would have?
the like, again. So let's use the easy one, the
Okay.
Drake.
Okay.
Drake, we're not gonna sit here and say Drake is not a phenomenal artist.
Drake's a great artist.
Yeah, like I'm saying, he's up there with the greats.
For sure.
Like,
Well, could we ever say that Drake is the greatest hip hop artist?
I don't know.
No,
But
we couldn't
again,
because
he
ain't right.
And
But
I
Drake-
respect Drake, but I can't say that.
So
That's
it's
crazy.
Ye. Ye said that. Ye
no.
said that he would want Drake to write his shit. So like as much as we get on Drake for like yo, you're ghostwriting, he also writing for a lot of niggas. Like he got like we're talking smashes.
I'll reverse it. I'll say this. You could say that Drake is one of the best hip hop artists, but one of the best rappers. You can never say he's like the best rapper.
I
You can
think
never say Kanye is the best
I think there's
rapper.
tiers to it though. Like I think like Drake is not like the artist that he is. He's not made for like I want to be the best rapper.
That's cap.
No. He's
That's
not.
cap.
He's not because
That's cap.
like he understands.
You know Drake want to be the
I bet he
the
would
best
like to be
rapper.
the best rapper.
You know Drake want to be. Why would he do
I'm
this
sure
whole
he's
last
got a
beef?
whole-
He didn't want to be known as the best rapper.
I mean, again, I think that's for respect. He's like, yo, I'm not,
Okay.
but like,
That's fair.
like I'm gonna get my bars off. Like, we're not gonna act like Drake. Drake can't get his shit off.
He can
bro.
get his shit off.
But like, obviously, there's levels. Like, I wouldn't put him up there with in terms of lyricism with like
Yeah.
the Waynes, the Kendricks, the Coles,
Okay.
those type of folks. You know what I'm
So-
saying?
Rakim.
Or Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Or
Okay.
Pac. Like, I wouldn't put him up there in terms of just straight penmanship.
Okay.
But like, music is not just straight penmanship.
That's facts. That is true.
Like, we're talking about like at the end of the day, music is art. So it's creating the best piece of art you can.
For sure.
And
I think
like,
that if someone said that to them, Drake is one of the greatest artists of all time, then I think that would be true.
yeah, because that's
I think
what it is
that's
though.
valid.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you an artist, bro.
For sure.
At the end of the day, like, yeah, you spit, you rap, you get your shit off.
Yeah.
But like, you still an artist.
Facts.
Like, you don't want to be boxed in like, yo, you just a hip hop artist.
Of course, like I think that that's one of the things when it comes to artistry overall. But I do think that we're talking about music in this sense that there is like an objectivity to it, even though it's very like subjective. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So that's why to me, when I'm thinking about like the greats, like Future to me is not one of the greats. I would say that Drake is one of the
He's
greats.
great at what he does.
He's great at what he does. But I would say that Drake is one of the greats.
For
I
sure.
would say that. I would say that I wouldn't put Future in there.
I mean, I wouldn't put him up there either. Like, I don't want to get like, I'm not the biggest Future fan, but like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, Future, he can't get his shit off in a different way.
For sure.
Like
What?
in terms of the trap shit, like
he can do that.
Yeah.
That's him.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like
All day.
even
So-
like, so now let's take it back to the original thing. It's like you're pulling from actual experiences.
For sure.
Like Cole.
Mhm.
Cole is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Yep.
Cole is an amazing storyteller.
For sure.
Half the
It's
stories
not always his stories.
it's not always his stories.
But he writes it, though.
But he's able to create it though.
For sure.
He's able to
Okay,
create
okay.
it. And I think that's the thing though, is you're pulling
Well, yeah, because your art is your perspective.
for sure. But
Yeah.
but you're saying pulling it from like when you ask your homie as opposed to ChatGPT, it's like he's pulling from real life experiences. That's what makes a great artist.
Yeah.
But Cole doesn't always pull from real life experience. Sometimes he just tells a story. I think that
But he's
sometimes
at least writing it though.
he is
Himself.
He is. Well, we don't know that.
Which means
Think Cole got ghostwriters?
No.
I was about to say Cole.
But I don't think that Cole
Newsbreak.
wouldn't ask his homie
Right.
like I don't think Cole is above asking his homie like, yo,
What you think about this?
I was thinking about it. It's like, yo, actually, like, you can do this real
yeah.
quick and be like, no funny shit. He's
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying?
I think that happens on a lot of songs with a lot of great artists. Though. I
Of
mean, that's
course.
why you have so many, of those 2% artist credits.
For sure.
on
Facts.
things.
I think at the end of the day,
But
though,
you can't
like,
credit ChatGPT like in that way.
You can't.
That's the difference to me. Is like, can I
ChatGPT.
credit you as a songwriter?
you can't. But I
Without
think that
feeling
They say-
like,
they
oh
say
damn,
made by
I'm
AI.
fucked
Well,
up.
and then
Maybe
what
like
if you
AI
end up
was
with?
involved.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No, I was just saying. They just say AI is involved in making this. They just put that little asterisk.
See, I don't want that. I don't want that asterisk.
And that's what I'm
Like-
saying.
And
That
what
kinda
if you end up
ruins-
with a full bar that actually came from another song and you didn't know it?
But again,
sued.
that's also
The
hip hop.
ChatGPT
Like, niggas-
You could get Cisco.
They
You know
did
what I'm
you know how
saying?
many people have it?
That's true, interpolation.
Damn, homie, you was in high
Yeah,
school. You was the man,
yeah.
homie.
The interpolation.
Yeah, the
but
interpolation.
but then you could be like, oh, I know where that came from though.
Exactly.
I feel like you're more likely
But
to
it's-
know it
And you can still
if
get
you did it
credits.
or if you know
I
the person that
I
did it
definitely
versus
hear
ChatGPT.
you, but I think that, and again, this is not me condoning ChatGPT.
For sure, it's like devil's
This
advocate,
is
like you
devil.
said, yeah.
Fuck AI, by the way.
I'm just, but you can't say that because AI is gonna be around. Like, bro, it's
No,
like,
I can say it all day.
It's
I'll be John Connor. I have no problem with any of this.
But-
Have you
but-
seen Terminator 2?
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, you're gonna see the
John
Terminator.
Wait, you never
series.
seen Terminator 2?
nah. I see Terminator 1 though.
Yo, Terminator 2 better than Terminator.
Terminator
1.
2 is much
Terminator
better.
2
That's
maybe
like the-
is
that's like
one of
the-
the best movies ever.
That's like one of the only sequels
It's
that
better,
actually got
absolutely
better.
one of the
better than
best movies.
Terminator 1. No
Yo,
cap.
that's crazy.
No bullshit.
So I say that just to go back to that. I say that just to say like, man, there's nothing new under the sun, bro.
That's true.
Like at the end of the day, bro, there's only so many words in English language.
It's definitely a fact.
There's only so many ways you can use something. There's only something you keep saying. Like, obviously, you can like music for me, bro, is like it's creating the best work. Like I've never had no one write for me, but like if I was to the point where I was creating a song, and someone was like, "Yo, let's collaborate on this, work together on this." Speaking of which, actually, I have this song called "Pay for It All" that Nate Nix gave me. Bullshit. I think like I've had features with bigger artists, smaller artists my size. This nigga has given me the best verse I've ever received, bro. It was so good.
I appreciate that.
Nate's lyricism is amazing. Bro, I've been a fan for a while.
It was so good, bro. I legitimately contemplated rewriting my verse. Like,
bro,
that and that is of the highest, like, as an artist
type shit. Nah, no bullshit. I definitely appreciate that.
I was like, yo, like he took it and then he did the hook over it, and I was like, damn, this nigga took the hook too. Bro, I was sick work, but it was absolutely like amazing.
It's just working
bro.
off of what you gave me to work with too.
It was like, but that's what I mean though.
It's
like,
just drafts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no, that shit coming out.
No,
That bitch coming out. That bitch coming out. That bitch coming out on the next
When is
project.
that coming out?
That's coming out on the next project. So actually,
I can announce it today. Make a big,
right, just let them know.
Make a big moment.
Listen.
Let
me introduce the pod, man. Let me introduce the pod because I know we got some guests in the building. You feel me?
Can we play that verse before we leave, though?
Can we hear it?
Can we hear it before we leave, though?
Yeah.
Can I play it right now?
Let me introduce it and you play it. I got you. But yeah, man, you already know how we rocking, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Bedford Community Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Got a little different setup today, but you got me, your boy Nate Nix in the building, you know what I'm saying? And I got some very special guests with me, you know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, we got my man Will. We got my man Will Daly from Aperture. You feel me? Welcome to the show. How we feeling? Got talking to the mic. Got talking to the mic.
That's right. I got to get used to that. Aperture Studios is my company, and actually my other company is HypeHub. With Lenni Linguini right over here. We are concert promoters, concert curators. We're going to be bringing some amazing shows to Massachusetts and surrounding.
Right.
You know, the kind of concerts that you want to see, the kind of concerts that I want to see.
Tight.
You've seen the lineup, right?
I did, yeah. The lineup's crazy. We're going to get into that.
Flat, right? Straight down the
Definitely
table.
going to get into that.
But I'm excited to be part of the Boston art scene. We have a thriving scene. I think that we're going to grow leaps and bounds over the next year and two. And it's going to take a lot of people doing a lot of work, and we're here to do the work.
That's facts. And then part of the reason why the scene is so bustling right now is because we got fantastic artists, you know what I'm saying? I got my man Elos right here. You know what I'm saying? Represent. Tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I feel great, man. Yeah, I said, man, my name Elos, man. I'm an artist out of Boston. Like my man Will said, it's a thriving community. I think that Boston is music. You made a reference to it, like it's like the new Chicago.
Yeah, it feels like Chicago 2014 to me. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's in that space.
All that was bubbling.
I think it's in that space. But yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here, man. You know what I'm saying? I am surrounded by great people. And this concert that we got coming up, man, it features some of the best out in Mass, man. Yes, it's gonna be one of the ones, bro. Especially, you know what I'm saying, for the first time. It's gonna be one of these you look back and be like, damn, like he really did that. And I feel like when the artists on this lineup propel themselves forward in their career. Yeah, they will for sure. I believe in all of them. Yeah. You're gonna look back and be like, damn, they was all in one room, did one show at one point in time. You're gonna be the person that set it off.
I love it. Everybody's on the launching pad. Like that's exactly the artist that I want to attract for the concerts that we're trying to create.
It's amazing work, man. And last but not least, man, we got my man in the flesh, live and direct, Lenni Linguini.
Hey, what up?
How we living, man? How we feeling? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, I'm Splishing, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Splish. You got to talk to me about that.
What is that?
I want to know the origin of that. He sent the message in the chat. I know the brand, but he sent the he's like, what's Splishing? Talk about it.
It's time to talk about Splishing.
I know. It's always time to talk about Splishing.
What does it mean?
So Splish is an acronym. And
okay.
Yep. So you got a success, plan, living inside someone human.
Splish.
So start using that.
Someone human.
Now I'm gonna start using that.
Yo, for real.
Okay.
Yo, for real. And
you made that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's got that splish, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their custom success plan that makes them who they are.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's like everyday life. Once you figure out that you are splishing, there's no going back. So
okay.
You guys are now on the other side of that.
I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, again, I'm Lenni Linguini, you know what I'm saying? The other side of the HypeHub, putting this great concert together, great artists. Got artists from all over Mass represent. You know, it all just makes sense. It's all a message. You know what I'm saying? So we're here.
We all got to work together.
That's it.
Nah, hell yeah, bro. So tell us about the lineup. And then, let's really get into this, because I was talking to Lenni a little bit earlier about, how we even, how you guys even came up with, the concept and then going into the lineup and how you made those decisions as far as, who's performing and whatever. But, talk to us, man. I'd love to hear more about, how this came to fruition. And then, Elos, I definitely want to get you a chance to debut that track. That'd be fire, bro.
Oh, yeah. That bitch gonna burn through.
Oh, bullshit.
That bitch gonna burn through.
So, yeah, man.
You want to start, Lenni?
Yeah. No, you can take it. I'm trying to, sorry. fighting this.
Nah, I feel you.
So we were originally going to throw a concert in February called Frozen Assets.
Okay.
And it was mostly this lineup. And it actually ended up being this lineup. And we were ready to go, but we didn't really have the runway that we needed to properly market the concert and actually to reach the people who would want to see it really at the end of the day. So we pushed it off, gave ourselves a greater runway, really shored up our playing with our artists. I mean, we just did a media day the other day where we shot a few commercials. You're going to see those over the next couple of days with a photo shoot where we're going to debut those as well. And really just, I believe in putting artists on.
Right.
And like I said, artists that we run there are a lot of showcases all over the city, all over Massachusetts, and they're very valuable. I think they're important.
They got their place. They got their place, but we also need profitable shows, kind of in the middle, something to move up to give. I liken it to baseball, right? You know what I'm saying? Like there's single A ball, double A ball, triple A ball. I'm trying to make triple A ball in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that. A lot of people don't like baseball. They don't be making those types of references, but you're talking my language right now.
It's the experience.
You fuck with baseball?
I do. I fuck with baseball heavy. No cap. I used to play baseball when I was younger. I was chips, but it was fun.
My first job when I was 10, I started selling baseball cards.
That's a good gig for the young.
It was a real good. I always had money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And made that happen. Like, listen, those Griffey Jr. rookies back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like all that. Anyway, we're trying to make AAA ball. I just don't think there's enough of it in the area. And there needs to be like a fiscal ecosystem that makes sense for artists to be able to blossom here and not just have to go outside of here all the time.
Most definitely. And we see it all the time. I think a lot of things, like it's a misconception to some extent, but I think there's validity to it, is that people always think that you have to leave like where you're from in order to find success. I think with Boston and Massachusetts in particular, there is some validity to it because there's a lot, even though we're very like resource rich, right? We say resource rich, connection poor when it comes to like Boston as a city, but I think that applies to Massachusetts as well. We have resources, but there's not enough infrastructure behind it to really help like serve as a launch pad for a lot of people's careers, especially in the creative industry like music.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear you, but like the connection poor part, I feel like is definitely what's holding everybody back. Because if you look at like other states, cities, even just neighborhoods, you got like 800 people in one music video. You got your whole block.
See, I think that like, so I think that the problem is like the city is very cliquey. Which is like
that's facts.
Which is like that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get around the people that you know, but like even me, like when I was continuing to grow, a lot of the connections that I got that ended up facilitating a lot of like the moments that I've had and even like deals and shit that I've done came from outside of Massachusetts. It came from me going to conferences and shit like that, and like me and other people. And like some of it I think is like the perception of like, oh, you right here with me. So like how big could you possibly be? And like, it's
the misconception.
The misconception, exactly. The misconception of like, oh, you're too close to something, so you can't really see what it could be.
Right.
So maybe going to meet somebody else somewhere else, they're like, oh, I will take a chance on you. You know what I'm saying? Give it an opportunity. But I feel like in general, like we kind of like stay segregated and like, oh, now I'm from here, so I rock with these cats.
Right.
Or like, I know these people. I came here with these people, so I only know these cats.
So that's these my guys.
Yeah, these my guys. Yeah, everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And like, I get it. It makes sense. You stay where you're comfortable, but nothing grows in comfortability.
Facts, especially when it comes to the creative industry. You feel me? Like you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable because you're going to constantly be put in those situations the bigger you get.
100%.
So we was talking about it last week when we had Shondell. We were talking about how it even, when you start growing in popularity, people come up to you like they know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
People engaging with you like they know you. You feel me? Because of how much of your life that they feel like they're connected to based on what you've put out.
100%.
You got to get comfortable with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you have to also make sure that you set those boundaries. But if you're not willing to like become comfortable with like engaging with people like around you feel me? And engaging with people that could become something, you feel me? And believing in them and investing in them with your time, with your energy, with your support, you're never gonna like that. We're gonna be stuck in the same cliquey like environment that
and it's like nothing ever grows in that.
We gotta break that up.
I like the fact that Will, that you're doing this because like you said, there are these showcases and there are these things that happen, but I feel like a lot of times artists get to a point, and again, like you kind of branched it off between like AA, AAA, single A, and I understand that, but I feel like artists when they grow, they want to get to a point where they're appreciative for their growth.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times people don't, like people will hit me and be like, yo, I want you to be on the show. And I'll be like, all right, bro, like that's my time. That shit that I gotta
time,
like,
energy, effort.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a budget for it.
Facts.
And that's not even me being like, nah, I'm bigger than you, bro. Like you gotta pay me. It's me just being
about
like,
your time.
Yeah,
you gotta honor your time, bro.
Like life is life and me
Give
too,
me
bro.
something.
At a certain point, it just gets that way.
And I think that that's the way that when Will approached my manager, Quinnell, he was like, look, like, I love what you guys are doing, and I want to honor that by giving you guys this paid opportunity.
Yeah.
And let you know that, like, we believe in you so much that we're actually going to pay you for this.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you approach artists like that, and there's so many people out here who don't approach artists like that.
Facts.
And again, there's nothing wrong with collaborating for free. Like, that's
There's
completely
not.
cool.
There's not.
You know,
Time and a place.
Time and a place. But like,
Right.
when you're trying to make a career out of something,
Yeah.
if you never charge for your service, you're never gonna be able to make a career for it. You're never gonna be able to grow for it. All
And
that,
artists know that, but
Yeah.
it seems like the promoters don't be knowing that.
They don't be
Or
knowing that.
Maybe they don't, but they don't care.
They
It's
don't-
not, because I think in those moments, like you said, it's not about the artist. You feel me? It's about their event. It's about whatever it is that they got going on. They want that look from the artist, but they don't want to support the artist's career.
that event is only as good as who participates.
Exactly.
And I feel like,
And you got to take a look at what the events are, right? Because a lot of these showcases, like not a lot of the promoters in that situation don't have a lot of their own individual emotion. And I'll just be honest with you, a lot of the artists in that situation, and you know this about yourselves if you're being honest with yourself.
Bullshit.
You don't have an audience that's
You
going
know
to come
this
and buy
about
tickets. Like it's just
You know
not
this.
happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if you do, you got a few, and it's good. Like, don't get me wrong, but you know, at the point of profitability for a show like this, you have to start, in order to really pay something that's actually worth their time, you have to know that that person is worth 70, 80 tickets,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, or whatever, depending on what the capacity of the room is and how much the ticket is.
Investment
But
and all that.
you just have to be realistic about the economics of it. Like there's putting people on, but like, are you even putting people on if you're not getting them in front of enough people that haven't seen them before?
and I think
Right,
that's the
right.
biggest
That's
thing is like,
exactly.
is like people will always be like putting you on, but it's like at some point you have to understand that like your value has to stand alone.
For sure.
And it's
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? It's not a thing of like, yeah, I'm connected to this person, I'm connected to that person. But
Yeah.
cool. Let's say tomorrow you fall out with that person.
Then what?
Then what? What's your
You
value?
feel me?
And it's like a lot of people just have to kind of like build their value. And it's hard. It
It
takes
is, yeah.
time
Takes time.
and it's difficult, but it's like you have to start because like
Yeah.
that's what you bring in. Like when you get somebody here, it's like, what are you bringing with you? Can you sell 100 tickets?
Right.
Can you move the needle if any? Because I think they're like, as much as we love working with people, like it's business, bro. Like I ain't doing this
Most
to
definitely.
not to be broke forever.
Right.
Like
And that's the thing. I think that's like the biggest part of it too, is that like as you grow in your career, like you as an artist, you feel me? Like we recognize like the investment goes beyond like our time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But people, I feel like they're still stuck in that mindset where they're like, your time is everything. And it's like, yes, but at the same time, it's also like the energy that I'm putting forth into it, the
Yeah.
investment, like the monetary
thought
investment that
process,
I put into it.
everything,
You
bro.
feel me? Like that sweat equity. It's like, it means more than just like, yo, I'm giving you my time.
Yeah.
Like you're paying for more than that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So-
Right. Yeah.
Being paid
100%.
properly.
I gotta get up.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, I gotta get up. I gotta get out of bed. Like, I gotta get ready
Facts.
that day. Like, I gotta have a good day. You know what I'm
I
saying?
gotta cancel everything else.
Right,
I gotta
dog.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I gotta zero in on this.
Gotta
the entire,
maneuver,
like, you know what I'm
you know what I
saying?
mean?
To your
Yeah.
point, you have to get paid in order to be able to block out time to sleep.
Like,
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
know, bullshit.
Right.
No bullshit.
And that's the
I tell-
thing, though.
yeah.
I think that, like, even talking about, like, when artists want to be like, yo, like, let's collab, let's do this like that. And, like, the thing I always say, like, if it just doesn't make sense at the time, it doesn't align.
It doesn't make sense.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? When I reached out to you, I was like, yo, I see what you're building.
Yeah.
You have your own value. It's comparable. It's growing.
shit, yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly.
yo, I want to work with you. Whether
Right.
I gotta pay you or not,
Right.
I'll do it. And
Yeah,
I think
bro.
you was like, yo, I see you
Same
moving
thing,
too.
bro.
So like,
Exactly.
yeah, let's work
Literally,
together.
like,
And I think that like that's what comes with building your value is like being put on doesn't need to be like a requirement. It can be like, oh, I'll put you on. Like, oh, I respect that. But you're putting me on because you know you see my value. And if
Right.
you help me out, I'm gonna help you out.
and vice versa.
'Cause
And
you're
vice
gonna-
versa.
'cause
That's,
you're gonna
that's how we
grow.
grow. Exactly.
Exactly.
You have to be able to gauge value in that circumstance.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
that's a big thing. A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
With the partnerships that they make, early managers that people take on.
Yeah.
Like you,
I think-
no, I'm not Quinnell.
But
I
it's
love
true,
Quinnell.
though.
Quinnell's amazing.
But it's true,
Nah,
though.
not cute. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
other
Some of
cats,
the early-
like,
But I've known
Yeah.
I've known some managers. Let me tell you. Oh my word.
and
That didn't make it out themselves. Like how you gonna tell somebody how to do it?
if you, and that, yo, that's the craziest thing, bro. Is like people will get managers, and like I'm like, yo, like I got a manager, and it's like, oh, word, like what he do for you? Like he comes to the stew with me, like
Does he find the money?
he
Right.
like you know what I'm saying?
How many
He-
shows they got you? How many
Yeah.
opportunities?
Yeah,
they
But like
offer?
in realistic, like all he doing, he come into the studio with you rolling up and pulling the camera on, but like, yeah, my man working,
Facts.
and
It's
that's
not
it.
managing, bro.
And it's
They're
like,
not-
bro,
can do
like
that.
a manager's
Manage
supposed to get you things.
ChatGPT ass manager.
Yeah, like a
ChatGPT.
manager's supposed to get you. I think Tory Lane said it. A manager is supposed to get you
Mhm.
opportunities that you are not supposed to have. Like
That's a good way to look at it,
that's the
yeah.
idea of
Absolutely.
a manager. It's like if I could get it myself, what do I need you for?
But exactly.
I think they're responsible for finding you a grant writer. I think they're responsible for finding you sponsorships.
Yeah.
And I think they're responsible for going out and getting in rooms and talking you up everywhere they go and finding you opportunities.
Need that.
Show. And you see that in the sign of a good manager, I think, is that when I've never even heard of their artist, you feel me? Or I've never even like seen this artist, but I feel like I know everything about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From this conversation. Like I want to invest in them just from that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know that someone is like, they're pouring what they have into you. You know what I'm saying? So that you can receive that back from like everything else. Everywhere else.
It's like everybody's doing their job. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's at the end of the day. It's like a teamwork type of. It's an effort.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even if your manager is just talking you up and everything, but like that's what they're supposed to
Facts.
do. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it might get annoying for like the people around, but it's also necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
you know,
you heard the spiel over and over again.
That's still
I hear the spiel. I need that.
But you're gonna stick with you though.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Next time I say it, you're gonna be mouthing it word for word. Like
Exactly.
It's gonna stick with you.
Exactly.
You know how many times I go out and I'll see you at an event, or I'll see anybody else at an event, and we'll be and most of the crowd isn't necessarily talking business,
Right.
and that's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
Like this is the exact right time to tell people what you got going on, unless you don't have anything going on.
Exactly.
Bro. Networking is the thing, bro.
People, I feel like
That's
we were saying this a little bit, but I feel like we live in such like an isolated kind of like world now because of social media and because of the way that people are attached to like their devices that they become almost like I don't know. It's like they're almost like turned off by the idea of like talking about themselves.
Bro,
you feel me?
bro.
And like it's like, bro, if you have something to offer, if you feel like your value is there, like you have to be able to like go out there and like show someone. You know what I'm saying? Tell them about it at least. You know what I'm saying? Like people pull up to shows like, bro, you don't have like anything to show for it besides what you did on stage. You're not talking to people afterwards. You're not talking to people before.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not giving people like a business card or something like, you know what I mean? You're not passing out stickers, nothing, bro.
I get 20 new followers every night I go out.
I think
like actual followers, people I met in real life that are actually gonna interact.
I think it's like the thing of like, I feel like it kind of goes back to like virality and shit like that, because like I think when you take it back, like an artist or a person or any business is only as successful as the community that pushes it.
Sure.
And I feel like so many people are considered like looking at like, oh, I gotta go viral, I gotta do this, like this has to happen. And it's like, yo, bro, you have like you could have 1 million passive fans or passive customers,
right?
And I could have 100 dedicated customers that buy every time I drop something.
Yep.
I'm gonna be more successful than you.
Most definitely.
And I feel like people underestimate that value, so that when they're outside, they're like, oh, I'm just talking to this one person. Like, this ain't gonna do nothing for me. This ain't important.
Right.
And it's like, nah, bro.
You
Like,
never know.
you don't know one, and you gotta connect. Like, that's why we're like, that's literally why we can talk, bro.
Right.
Like, why we evolved to be able to talk is to be able to communicate with each other and
literally,
connect.
that's what separates us from like other species.
Yeah,
too,
literally,
is,
bro.
The
and it's
more
like
direct line of communication.
And it's
way
like
that we
we just like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
it.
not doing that.
It's the easiest thing in the world,
bro.
bro. We all have phones.
You know how many
shit.
problems would have been solved if like I just picked up the phone and called somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just even just off of that, just like thinking like if I just picked up the phone like so many times, I would be in a better spot just because of communication.
I've formed new business relationships multiple times just by calling someone I haven't seen for a year.
Bro.
It just happens.
I want to
do it.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
You can me a question?
No, everybody.
Oh yeah.
So, bro, we talked about the show. I know we have on a little tangent. The show. How did you go about picking the artist?
I don't talked about this a little bit. People need to know that.
Dartboard.
Imagine.
Yeah. Honestly, we were like, we need an artist from all over. So let's throw it from outside. You know what I'm saying? Get one from the inside. Who's making noise?
Okay.
You know?
How did you gauge? How did you gauge who's making noise?
So,
well, tell us who's on the lineup.
Yeah. So
we
first
know
off,
Elo's on
I
there.
don't know. I'm gonna look at it anymore. I've seen that.
It's that repetition we were talking about. The promotion's there.
Yeah. So Khalif is
Fire.
our official headliner. It's his hometown. He's
Welcome
coming
home.
back from LA for the first time in years.
Amazing.
After winning some Grammys.
One of the greats, bro.
And
Yep.
absolutely. So and his hometown was really. New Bedford is excited to see him. I think everybody's excited to see him, because he has his own motion in Boston too.
Most definitely. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And then he's actually going to bring out DJ True Vibe for his set, which True Vibe is New Bedford's. Between him and DJ Fresco are New Bedford's guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like they'll come pull up just for him.
It's gonna be a
We got
party
this
on
man right
stage.
here, Elos,
Yes,
who was
sir,
actually
yes,
one of
sir.
my early picks. Actually, Khalif was actually the first one I decided on because I wanted to make sure we had a New Bedford connection.
I feel
Doesn't
that.
make sense unless you do that.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's valid.
And if you look, everybody's like from a little bit all over.
Yeah.
I mean, Trill's from the western part of the state, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like Isha's from Lawrence,
Yep.
Keys from Boston,
Yep.
obviously Los. Yeah, exactly. Los is from the South Shore.
Fire.
So I really want to mass represent to actually represent mass.
Exactly.
And that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want everybody to come together, I'm going to have to do what I have to do,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to bring it together.
Most definitely.
And everybody has complementary sound. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a big part of it too. I wanted to make sure that this made sense. Everybody doesn't sound the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody complements each other really well. And there might actually be I'm gonna drop a little hint, but the artists have been talking about making a song together, specifically to drop that day.
Close out
imagine that.
That'd be tough.
Yeah, no, that'd be real tough. So you could be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Just be in the room.
That's it.
How did you gauge the value though?
Okay, so I had to put on my talent buyer cap, and I taught.
What's a talent buyer?
Yeah, tell the people.
People
That term,
people who don't
that,
know.
That term, you feel me, already sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it has like a value though. It has like a meaning. But,
yeah, I mean, even if you look at the Boston Music Awards, right? Like they have talent buyer of the year. Exactly. So the talent buyer is actually someone who evaluates how many tickets they think you can sell, what value you are to the concert or other enterprise, and then basically is willing to have that negotiation with you and or your manager to figure out what the right number is.
Yeah.
How did I evaluate it? It's a complex equation. I'm not going to give away all the special sauce. That's not how this works. But I will tell you that it's a lot of factors. Yeah. And some of them are motion. I mean, motion is a palpable thing.
Okay.
You can tell when someone is doing the right thing. I can tell if you're a good marketer, then you can be on the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to pay anybody who not only is going to deliver a great performance, but who is actually going to help me make this thing a success. Because it is your audience that's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. As the artist, you're the draw. And I need you to earn your money.
Yeah, and when you're working with so many artists from all over, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's important that you're not getting them in their like hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to bring them. So it's even more it's even more important.
Well, and I guess I'm betting that the rest of Massachusetts listens to all these artists, and I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. And not just that, but Providence is right there. We think that New Bedford can be an amazing waypoint between Boston and Providence for artists that are coming through. And also, not just that, but the other shows that we run, we really want there to always be an amazing bring somebody back home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of vibe to it.
I like that.
Like obviously Key has her appearance coming right up. It's her birthday, obviously, at the show too, which is a big deal.
Happy birthday to Key.
Yeah, happy birthday to Key.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely. So we're gonna make a big deal about that. But also, she got Cousins Diz coming out. You know what I'm saying? For on May 17th, you should pop up to.
Isn't that today?
Yeah,
literally today.
Yeah. So definitely pop up.
We're supposed to be.
So hopefully you popped out.
I mean, it's still
a little
run. It's at 5 o'clock.
I think it's 5 to 7.
You know what I'm saying?
5 to 7. Okay, word.
Pull up.
Pretty sure. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, I have one more question.
To Los.
Yeah.
This is you though. You talked about performances, right? And this is something that I have to ask you because I feel like I've seen you perform.
Yeah.
And you don't do this. And I'm happy you don't do this.
Okay.
But when motherfuckers do this shit irks me, bro. Do you hate when people perform over the tracks?
Yes.
I knew you were going to do this.
Bro, because you got to be a performer.
I love this conversation.
Bro,
when you're performing.
That shit kills me, bro.
It's not
karaoke.
It's not. And you can tell that some people like
it's not.
They're cut from different cloth. You feel me? I think a lot of people haven't been like taught that that's not acceptable. Exactly. They've only seen like their favorite artists in concert. Like they've seen the
even
videos.
that is crazy.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know how we got to this point.
Yo,
no
bro,
bullshit.
like if you look at it too, like the greats, like the ones that are like the top artists, they don't do that.
Yeah, you have a performance track.
Sometimes on the chorus.
Performance.
The chorus is cool.
Your performance track is essentially you're performing the track. You know what I'm saying? But there's elements of like the record that's there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like ad-libs, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
you gotta take a breath.
Like exactly. You feel me? Because like we understand, but that's the thing.
I'm gonna need you to spit that verse though.
Exactly, and that's the difficulty. That's what we run into.
Like, do you really know your music? Do you really know?
I think a lot of people don't.
I tell you, like
you're absolutely right.
Immediately, bro. Whenever I see it, bro. Like if I think you're a great performer, or I think you're gonna be a great performer, if I see it, I'm already like,
yeah, it's already
you're already like, even if you do good and the energy is there and like you got the people moving,
right?
You're still not in that that next tier.
It's
you can't be in the next tier.
And I think that. I was gonna say, I think that part of it is that, like I said, a lot of people haven't been trained to do that. Like they just don't know that that's like not how it's supposed to be done. So when I was younger, I work for Center for Teen Empowerment. I'm the program director there.
Hey.
But we have like an arts-based initiative called Teen Empowerment Studios. And when I first started rapping, like I was just like all like acapella with it, like, or I was just rapping over like straight instrumentals and doing stuff because I was just like, this is just what I do. Like I'm of the belief that if you can't rap it, then it's not your song. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you shouldn't be releasing it if you can't rap it. You feel me? You shouldn't be putting something out if you can't sing it. Like that's how I feel. And I felt like that since like before because like I know that value because when I go, I've been to those concerts where I'm just like, bro, I could have just listened to the record. If
Oh,
that
at the
was
crib.
I mean, you just wasting my time. So I was always of that cloud, but working with, folks who have been performing for like years, you know what I'm saying? Who have been in like, who've owned their own production companies, their own dance companies, they're like, this is how you have to do it. It's like, they taught me about like performance tracks. They taught me about performance etiquette. You feel me? How to hold a microphone like the right way and how to like engage with an audience, how to do like call and response in like a successful way, trying it, rehearsing, being disciplined in that way and all those things. But I wouldn't have known those things. I couldn't say I wouldn't have known them, but it would have taken me longer to figure it out if I didn't have those people around me to be like, this is how you do that. Take this artist, name an artist. This is their process. This is what it's looked like. You feel me? Because you can't expect to just get there. You have to work for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how I learned that. And like, I think that a lot of people, they don't have those opportunities because they're learning from their peers. And a lot of their peers are also like unprofessional in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because they just don't know. They haven't learned it from somewhere.
They didn't get in new circles.
Exactly. Like they don't know their like breathing exercises, their techniques. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a bigger dude, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving up, I'm running around the stage and I'm out of breath and I'm like, I can't perform the next song. Like that's embarrassing, but that's also like, you're not a professional.
Right.
Sorry to say.
Shout out to vocal coaches. And,
you gotta learn how to
more
do that.
people need vocal coaches.
It's fact. You gotta learn how to control your voice. You feel me? You gotta learn how to control your breathing. You know what I'm saying? And learn different techniques. You know what I mean? Like, and that it's possible. And I think that's the thing that some people don't understand is that you can do those things, but if you don't work towards them, it's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I seen you be getting the vocal lessons.
Oh yeah,
I peeped that. I peeped that.
Got to, bro. Got to, man.
Man, he trying to sing them now.
I'm trying to sing.
He trying to get them. He's trying to.
And it's like, bro, like I feel like for me, like I was a hooper. I played ball most of my life.
Yeah.
And like I come from that mentality, like you have to work. Like,
you have to
get better. Like if you're a hooper, you got to be in the gym.
No bullshit.
You got to be in the weight room. You got to take carries.
Because if you're not someone else's right now, and they getting better than you right now,
and that's how I always looked at like being an artist. Like I always looked at it like, you know what I'm saying? My pen, that was my jump shot. I had to get that right. All right, cool. I got the pen right. Now I got to go work on my handle. Now I got to go get bigger. Now I got to work on my vertical. I got to work on different parts of my game so that when you look at me, you're like, nah, he's an all around great artist.
Type shit. He's nice.
Yeah. He's nice. And that's it. And like, I feel like I would like hate to be one of those people where like, yo, the fan, they love the music. Like they come to like, I've done shows different places and like people like will come and see me, bro. It's like, it's my first time I saw you and you're amazing. Yeah. I would hate for someone to come and be like, damn, this nigga's ass at performing.
Yeah. They be like, he can shoot.
But he can't jump. We just gonna guard him at 3-point line and he out the game. Yeah. You feel me? And it's like I feel like it's just disservice to the fans. That like,
how do you not get disappointed?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like, again, my favorite artist is Cole. I've seen Cole perform and that boy be spitting. You can hear the mic is on. You can hear it. It's like, even if like, again, you're not a singer, you're not like, you know what I'm saying? Say if you're just a straight lyricist, you can figure out different ways to make your set before, like the crowd engagement is tough.
You gotta be creative.
Your call and response is tough. And like a lot of it is like literally like just learning your pattern. Because a lot of times when artists go on tour, they do the same thing. But they've learned it. And it's like I could do it with my eyes closed.
Exactly.
You feel me? And it's like that's
muscle memory.
And that's how you get comfortable. You go up there and you're like you know what I'm saying? You get little butterflies before you go on there. Then you step on, you're like, oh, I've been here before. This is like,
right.
You feel me?
That's what I do.
It's what I do. You feel me? It's what they pay me to do.
We were talking earlier about getting paid as an artist. Learning your song.
Some of y'all don't deserve to get paid, gang.
That should be number one.
Some of y'all don't need to get paid, man.
Some of y'all need to humble yourself.
And that even goes for even being a host too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still gotta go up there and be like, I gotta entertain the crowd too. Like, I still gotta hold the people's attention. Like, I still gotta jump in the crowd. I still gotta do my thing too. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, bro. It's like it's entertainment, bro. Like, this is the
entertainment
space.
show.
Yeah,
you gotta entertain these cats, bro.
Yeah, man. That's what they come.
That's what they pay for.
Exactly.
So they come in to do.
Like when you, especially look at the circumstances, right? When say you're having a show on like Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? People worked all week. You feel me? They might have worked that day. They're putting like their equity into it. You feel me? They put money towards it. It just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're like 15, 16, where it's like we just asked our parents for like $20 and then you did whatever.
Right.
People working, they're paying for this. They could be anywhere else also.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's
literally
plethora of places that they could be at home. They pay rent to be at home.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
They
pay
watch
like, they're paying literally to live somewhere and they're choosing not to be there. They're choosing to be
come here.
So you better make it worth their time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's like
and it's gonna be a party all night. I mean, that's that's the plan for it. You have to make it big the entire night. You know what I'm saying? Lenny's working on a tribute to New Bedford artists in between. Because there's a lot of amazing artists there.
I might crowd surf. Nigga, we don't know, man.
He was thinking about buying a ukulele. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I might just do some, some ding and the net. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Shit.
Bunch of shit.
I definitely feel you. But I'm excited for this though. So you guys, like, I love like taking us through. That was a great question, like taking us through that process, selecting the artist. But now that you have the artist, you feel me? What are you most excited for of seeing this come to life? Because also this is a series, by the way. This is not going to be the last one. You feel me?
Yeah, this is year one. We intend to do this every year, and we're actually going to have other branded series as we go along. I mean, we have big plans on a show that brings New York and Boston together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to announce it now. Nobody can steal it because I already got it trademarked. But from the boroughs to the bean.
Oh, that's tough.
We're going to put that together, and I have some ideas about who we could bring out that I think really would bring some things together. Because the reality is, you know what I'm saying, like we were one of the first, Boston was one of the first cities to embrace hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It went up the coast from New York up to here, and immediately, you know what I'm saying, like that New York culture, it influenced ours, and ours kind of influenced theirs.
Right.
And I want to. I mean, yeah.
They be trying to erase us,
do fuck the Knicks. That honestly, absolutely.
Listen,
I've been bleeding Celtics green since '84. We're not doing that.
You just brought me back. That's actually very sad. I forgot all about what happened last night.
We just move on from it, bro. We just move on from it.
Crazy.
So anyway, the concert's amazing, and it's gonna make you feel a lot better. Listen, we want people to come out for this Friday night. Have that crazy work week. Come out for this Friday night. By the way, that commuter rail down to New Bedford, that's free on the weekends.
I heard about that.
I peeped that.
Exactly, right. And I think we're gonna have people come from everywhere though. I think it's a place that's worth driving to. Honestly, this is a concert. This isn't any old show. So
you coming out to represent Mass. This is where to be. That's where you need to be. Like all
start of the movement. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this will happen again. I want to bring out Sayala next year. I think he's an amazing artist, and I think that we could really put something together. But that's it. We early with that. I'm also talking to Coriel Seed about doing a show in August in Dorchester or Mattapan. You know what I'm saying?
DJ LC.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
it goes.
One of the hardest working
on dogs.
Absolutely.
No bullshit.
With the Good Music Showcase.
Absolutely.
But we want to make an impact. We want to change the script about Massachusetts to not be about somewhere that's doing all this crabs in a barrel and infighting nonsense. And we want to be because nobody's taking the reins right now in hip hop. And what sound are we talking about? West Coast just had their thing with Kendrick, but the door is open. Somebody got to step through it. And I think it's going to be us.
So what are you excited for? You're performing at the show too, so I know you got some stuff. But what are you excited for?
I'm geek, man. I think that I'm just the most excited to share the stage with these amazing artists. Like, I feel like, again, going back to just the community aspect of it, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I've never performed with Trill, man. Actually, I have. He's actually one of my shows. I never performed with Key. I never performed with Isha. I never performed with Khalif. Like, I feel like, you know, the competitive nature of like, I want to have the best show. I want to be the best artist there. Yeah. But I also want to learn from them. Like, I want to see like, how do you prepare for your set? But I think I'm also just most excited for like really just bringing Massachusetts together. Most definitely. Like, the talent here is honestly, truthfully second to none. Like, I've heard some dudes where I'm like, yo, if you just knew what you was doing, you would be
no bullshit.
Crazy.
That's
bro.
That's nice, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Just like summarize the whole music scene.
Like, if you knew what you was doing, bro, you would be next level. Like, there's a lot of singers where I'm like, yo, you got pipes, fam. You got pipes. And like, I think just
I played you Stephen Lomax in the car. What did you think about him?
He's tough. He's
right.
Tough.
You're gonna hear about him soon. Stephen Lomax. Listen up.
He's tough. So, like, just go back to the point. Like, I just feel like you go to LA, you go to New York, you see these people pushing the culture. Like, I opened it for this dude, Chase Shakur, on Monday.
That. Congratulations, also.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We got a lot more opens coming, a lot more tours coming up. But
great show.
I was talking to his DJ Roos, and I was like, he's asking me, yo, how was it living in Boston? I was giving a spiel, like, I'm saying, niggas is niggas.
Type shit.
But, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, how was it living in Atlanta? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how's the culture there? Yeah. And he was like, yo, Brian, gonna hold you. The culture is one of a kind. Like, you could be the most
completely different,
the most low key artist, just started out, baby artist, and they're riding for you, they're pushing for you, and they like the community comes together. Like, you could have a show on a Tuesday. Now, some of this is because Atlanta's like
it's different. Their nightlife is booming too.
Their nightlife that's literally their economy. It's the nightlife, for real. But like, the thing we can learn is like, yo, you could have a show on a Tuesday. Motherfuckers won't even know you and be like, oh, it's this event. Oh, we out.
Fuck it.
You feel me?
Love that. Yeah.
And that's how they build such a strong community. And I really want that to be Massachusetts. If it'll ever happen, I don't know. But like,
we'll build it.
Just the something like this where you're pulling, like you said, people from Worcester, people from Lawrence,
Yep.
from Brockton, from Randolph, from Dorchester, from here, from that,
Yeah.
into one spot. And like I said, I think looking back on this in like maybe 4 years, you're gonna look back and be like, yo, this motherfucker really had all these motherfuckers in one room
Facts.
at
That's
one
it.
time.
That's what I'm trying for.
It's gonna be at the 4-year anniversary.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Buy
one
the
of the
shirt.
ones, bro. Like,
Buy the
it's,
shirt.
it's gonna be one of the ones where like if you can one day like bring it back around in 4 years,
Oh,
it'll like actually,
100%.
it'll actually like shut down
Yeah.
the city. I think to have all of us there.
Be fine.
And yeah, bro, it's just one of those time capsule things.
No bullshit.
Feel me?
that's our
Stamp
goal
on
is
it.
actually to create an experience every time.
Every
that,
time.
That feels like, oh, I was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I
Um,
can't- oh, man.
Not just any other show. Like you're gonna come and you're gonna be entertained for a full 4 hours. Trill Manny is our opener.
Oh,
Shout out
shit.
to
our
Yeah.
opener.
So that's that's how you.
Right.
jump
You
it
don't want-
on,
you
no
don't wanna
bullshit.
miss-
That's how you
you don't
start
wanna
the
miss
show
that.
off, right? Nigga.
Yeah, no.
Energy.
Doors at
Energy.
7. Like, come
It's
on.
energy.
Doors at 7, shows at 8.
It's energy. It's gonna be one of them ones, man. Like I truly feel like, you know what I'm saying, you get booked for certain shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Word. I do
Yeah.
that. But like I truly feel like you're gonna look back on this and be like, damn, like this was a crazy moment back in the
Type
day,
shit.
man.
That's fine, bro. I'm glad. I love that. I love that, like that energy, that feeling that you get as a performer when you know you're a part of something like greater.
Yeah.
And like being able to like I love like we keep bringing back to sports a lot, but I do think that it's like hip hop itself is like intrinsically it's like competitive. You feel me?
Yeah, 100%.
Like so that's just nature of it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
and
But
it's
being able to
beautiful.
it is. You feel
It
me?
is
And
beautiful.
But I think that's the thing is like being able to compete, but also learn at the same time. Like
100%.
those two things like living in harmony is
Friendly.
like that's what
It's
that's
friendly.
what that's what makes you the
It's
best.
friendly
Friendly
competition.
That's what
competition.
makes you
Yep.
like better.
It's like-
That's what makes you
You play
greatest.
ball. You know how many rappers I know play ball?
Yeah, 100%.
I play ball.
Everybody.
100%.
Lenny play ball.
Everybody plays ball.
But like
I
literally, bro.
play baseball.
That go back to that.
It's a
that go-
ball though.
It's a ball.
Yeah, it is
No,
ball.
It's not
Yeah.
ball. It's not ball.
that philosophy of that thing, you just like it really go back to what I just said. Like when I sent you the track
Yeah.
and you sent it back, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker burned me, bro. Like bro, I keep it a beam. I said it to my
It's
DJ.
good for you.
I said it to Potential, and he was like, "Nah, the song valid." But yo, Nate, I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
fam, I already knew, bro." And he was like, "I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You gotta put that shit out just like that." I was like,
Can we hear it, by the way?
"Yeah, I got you. I was like,
do it, bro.
honestly, my part not mixed, so I ain't gonna play my part. But Nate, yo, you
My
don't
part
need
not
to
mixed.
you don't need to hear my part, bro.
You
don't need to hear my part, bro. I'm keeping it 100, bro. You don't need to hear my part, bro. Just listen to Nate, bro, and you're gonna be like, yo, fuck.
It's smooth, bro. It's smooth. I remember writing this joint too. I was on my way to Phoenix Down. I was working with my man Kyle over there for a while, and I was just like,
Phoenix Down was
shout
the
out Phoenix
greatest.
shout out
Downs, yeah.
Phoenix Down. no
Phoenix Down
bullshit.
was the greatest.
And I wrote it as I was on my way to the studio like that day because I was like, I want to make sure I'm recording this today. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I felt like it had already been too much time since I like heard it. And I was like, I have an idea. Let me just put it down. And I thought, yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to find. I got like the stems and shit. Really, bro. I'm like, I don't know if this is the one or if this is like, because I put it in a.
I have so much unreleased music on my phone. It's crazy.
Bro, one day we're gonna have to do a show or maybe we just call it like the vault. You know what I'm saying? Where it's
Yeah.
like
Do it
just
at the
get mad,
vault.
like-
Man, I can't. Yo, I
Mad at
have the raw vocals.
Oh,
like-
just the vault.
No, yeah, it could be it could be it could be all unreleased tracks and B-sides, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Feel me? Where it's like, yo, like, cause I'll tell you this. I'll tell you a
Call it
story.
B-sides.
I went to Oompa. Oompa was performing at Paradise. You feel me? This was
Amazing.
in 2022, 2021, maybe. But she was performing at Paradise, and she had like her whole experience. And I remember Sean Wire was opening, and bro, I love Sean Wire's music. You feel me? First and foremost, but I remember like there's songs by Sean that like I never heard him perform until that day, and I remember hearing, you know what I mean, like some of my favorite music, and I was just like singing the word, and it was just like you can see like that moment where it's like for artists, it's one of the best feelings when you're performing and like you're performing like one of your low key tracks, and like people know it word for word, and they're like going back and forth with you. It's fire. It's like that means something. So I think that would be fire, and I think for artists, we kind of I don't know. Me personally, I don't ever get tired of performing the songs that I'm like performing. Whatever. It's like I got my staple songs that I perform, but like you do want to like perform some of that other shit too, and like. Not just like being like, oh, this is unreleased and we're doing, but it's like, nah, this been out for a minute. I just don't perform this song because like it don't perform as well as like other songs, but I still love this song.
Well, I mean,
wanna
there's an art form to crafting a set list, right?
Nah, for sure.
And putting it all together. You want to hype the crowd up with the hits and then give them some gems. That's all. Here it comes. Okay. No, you got me wanting to hear it. What's
That's
I wanna hear
that's
it, bro.
dope though.
That's good.
It won't let me do it.
We can listen to it afterwards too. We have like speakers and shit too. So if you want,
Nah, like it
plug
won't
up
let me
afterwards.
like. It
You
won't.
just have a break in the middle of
Like I literally just gotta, it's right there, but I just gotta click on it. But for some reason, it's not on my thing, but it won't let me click on it.
Oh, because it's not.
I feel like too long has passed. I got this in 2023. I'm slacking on this bitch. Yo, fuck,
you're
bro.
good, bro.
So you said
Don't slack on the hits.
for the verse you laid down was like that day. Like how many hours? Like the same day, same hour, like 5 hours.
For me?
Yeah, to make that
bitch right.
When I wrote it on my way to the studio, and then
So
I
it's
recorded,
like,
I recorded it like at the beginning of my session because I wanted to make sure I got it done.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually what I do for like features. Is like I schedule the time and I try to get there, like, or I try to like present it, like put it together on the way there. I did the same thing for.
Yeah, I need you on the show.
What? I mean, what day?
No. I need you on the show. I asked you like.
For this?
No, not this one. I need you on one of my shows.
Let me know, bro.
Like,
We're gonna give you guys a couple.
I don't.
Of course. See,
I appreciate
I
that.
done
That's what I was
asked you
talking about.
like twice, bro.
Bro, the last time, that was like I had like my whole like family situation going on.
Nah, you told me.
But I'm definitely,
please, bro.
I'm definitely trying to perform, bro. Let me know.
Please, bro.
It's gonna be a good time, bro. And don't sleep too. Like that's one of the things too. I feel like for a lot of artists, like we don't really realize this, but it's like when we have like we're building like a creative economy. You feel me? Like it's here. You know what I'm saying? So we have to like tap into each other. And we also have to like try to work to like uplift each other and all these different things. And it's like I'm talking about like I see it all the time. You feel me? Artists like they come around. You feel me? And they're like brand new, and they're reaching out to the people that they've like seen, like they're on this thing. They're looking for like a look, basically. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, perform, or like, yo, I want to perform at this event. I want to perform at this event. It's like, bro, like you should be working to get to a point where like people will ask you to perform at their stuff.
Oh yeah,
You feel me? Because that's like a sign of respect. It shows that they're like they believe in you, and they also believe that you can help. It's like what we were talking about before. It's like that collective part.
Of course.
Like it's like a symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a
many
beautiful way-
artists
that's
like
a
make that
beautiful way to put
mistake of like they start and then they just like they're automatically looking for looks instead of building something up. And it's like, bro, like you just gotta
build.
you gotta
build
do
your
something
worth.
of yourself.
Yeah,
First, you feel me?
that's
it's scary out there, and I think that's probably where it stems from. Like people are afraid. They're just like, bro, like if I don't act on this now, then I might lose it. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta believe in yourself before anyone can believe in you.
100%, bro. It's
Got it,
like
bro.
you gotta build your value, man. At the end of the day, bro, like this is the music business, the entertainment business. Like we are here to push ourselves forward to grow. Like again, this shit obviously is fun. Like it's love. We love doing this shit, but we want to get paid for it. And I feel like so many people, have to take a really hard look in the mirror. Like I don't care what your homie told you.
No, that's
I don't care.
Man.
I don't care what
Like,
your your right hand man say. Yo, bro, you the hottest. You the hottest on this block. Like word,
like,
bro. That's cool, bro.
Someone you didn't know told you that?
Yeah, you feel me?
Someone that you like.
And
a few hundred, maybe.
when you
right?
build your resume, bro, it like you understand like yo the levels 1 and 2. You also understand like the power you have.
Yeah.
Like when someone literally just reached out to me, bro, and like wanted to pay me to do a co-headliner show with them, and the niggas, he's from somewhere else. He wants to come on tour here, and it's like when you get that first check from like I don't think you understand how crazy that is, bro. Like
That's
really,
why Hood Gospel is my favorite Clark D song.
really, like really. I haven't listened to that. I got tap in.
Oh, you got to tap
I
in.
gotta
You gotta tap in.
Yeah, Hood Gospel's fire.
You
bro.
really gotta like look at it from perspective of like, yo, this is something that you create in your brain. It doesn't exist.
Right, until you
make it. And then somebody literally
No
goes, I'm going to give you money for this thing that didn't exist
Yeah.
that you made.
Yeah,
Like, really think about how crazy that is.
that's amazing.
Like, this show did not exist. It wasn't a thing in this world at all. And you thought about it, spent time contemplating it, and was like, yo, this is who I see on it. You imagined it first, and now it's literally about to come to life. And niggas is literally giving you money to watch it. It's like a movie, bro.
No bullshit.
No, thank you. I think my
During
ability.
that experience, bro.
I think my ability to creative direct my photography and cinematography business is what allowed me to consider this sort of a thing, because working on IP, working on assets for companies so that they can build their own advertisements, helped me realize like, okay, you also like working with a lot of other promoters in the scene and just seeing that the branding wasn't great. The messaging wasn't good. There wasn't remotely enough marketing. Where's your street team shit? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you need to hit all avenues in order to throw a successful show, especially if you're trying to fill a room like we are. But I think it takes an amazing lineup, and I just think it takes a lot of work on your part, and most people don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it is work. You got to treat it like a job.
Can you hold on before you go, bro?
No, go ahead.
Can you open your phone, bro? Because I'm gonna see if you can, if it'll allow you.
The song's that good.
No.
Yeah,
His verse is literally that good.
I'm not surprised.
What I'll do is because we're coming close to like an hour now. What I can find is like we got one more thing. I do have like one more question I want to get to y'all, and then I can like we'll just play the songs like the outro.
Please.
But
Perfect.
But I do want to ask for y'all,
Perfect.
you feel me? Like y'all are moving in such a great direction with this whole project, you feel me? And I'm excited to see what comes of it. I'm excited to see like all the different things, you feel me, that spawn from this. Cause I know that it's not just about making moments, you feel me? But it's about creating future moments, you feel me? And creating an opportunity for the future. Like you talked about this, like bridging that gap, even in like seeing New Bedford, it's kind of like that bridge between Boston and Providence and just all the artists that are coming here. Khalif, it's like a homecoming as well. You feel me? I want to know for you guys, like now that you kind of have this established and you're getting closer to the show, you're getting closer and closer. I mean, like, what is the mark that you're trying to leave? Like when you think about legacy, this is something that we've been like talking a lot about with our guests. We've been talking a lot about it on like an interpersonal level as well. But there's power in ownership, you feel me? And people are really trying to create a legacy that goes beyond themselves in this space. So how do you feel like this event like contributes to you creating your legacy and what's next? You know what I'm saying? And Lowe's, I especially asked this for you because I know you're getting ready to, you're doing your tour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're coming up. So I want to, you know, I do want to.
You should start. Yeah.
Get off. Yeah. I mean, bro, in terms of legacy, I think that you always want to be the greatest at what you do. And I think that, like I said, like this is a collaborative show, but I'm also looking at it as an opportunity to separate myself from the other artists that are making headway and making noise. And it's like, again, going back to the tiers you said, like you, if you a varsity, if you in a league, and you playing against freshmen in high school, you like, man, I'm supposed to kill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You NBA player, you playing against the third stringers, you're supposed to kill.
Right.
But then you get in front of your peers, like KDC, LeBron, eye to eye, and it's like, oh yeah, let's really see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Let's see
I mean,
something.
it's that friendly competitiveness.
Yeah.
So for the show particularly, man, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, bring out as many of my fans as I can.
Yes.
So obviously just show my value with like, nah, like they can sell tickets. I can sell tickets too.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And then when the performance aspect comes, like, nah, like I want to have a lot of set.
Right.
I want people to be like, yo, Khalif headline, but yo, he killed that joint.
Yeah.
And from the show's perspective, that's how I look at it. From a legacy perspective in general, I mean, you know, man, you just want to make things that stand the test of time, like you said.
Right.
Like having my own tour and doing stuff like that. I got a show that comes right after this show.
Right.
At Sonia, June 27th. But it's like, yo, you just
Pull up.
pull up.
Right. Pull up.
Last 3 shows.
I'll be there.
Last 3 shows and sold out. Pull up. And it's like, I feel like for me, man, I look at it from the perspective of just trying to leave my mark. And like, when people look back and be like, yo, Elos really helped break open this Boston market. Because I think it was Stax who told me that. Stax was talking like, yo, we just need one. And honestly, like, with all due respect, like, yo, shout out to Millies. Like, I know a lot of motherfuckers don't like Millies.
It was a good show.
And
It was a good show.
Did you go?
It was fun.
I had to really like yo, him, artists like Joyner, artists like Bia, like they're literally showing you like, yo, it's possible. Because before them,
Most definitely.
we had Benzino. And that was really it.
Yeah.
Even then, it's like,
And it's like we had Stiz a little before
Yeah, we had
them, too,
Stiz,
and
we
it's
had
like,
Stiz.
Christmas, but even with that, like you think about it in like the terms of like where are we at right now with it? You feel
yeah,
me?
and
there's some of the more
bro, he
recent
just sold out the MGM.
Yeah.
Like it's never happened by Massachusetts. Like I like a lot. Again, a part of me was like respectfully like hurt. Like damn, he's doing what I want to do. But the other part of it was like, yo, like
Blueprint.
he's showing the blueprint.
You can do it
and,
too.
you know what I'm saying? I want to be talking Stack. She was like, yo, we just need one person to crack it open.
and it's facts, bro.
And then like the talent and the floodgate will flow through. And I think I want to be that person. I mean, obviously, I'm saying I want to be the biggest artist in the world. That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I do this.
Yeah.
But I want to lead that mark. Like, yo, he really was one of the pioneers that opened up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
when you think about, like, you think of North Carolina, you think of Cole. You think of Toronto, you think of Drake. You think of LA, you think of Compton, you think of Kendrick.
Yeah.
You think about these people from these places, and they really put on for their city.
Facts.
And that's what I want to be. That's what I will be. Timestamp it.
Bet.
Timestamp it.
Elos for president.
Elos for
I don't know,
I can probably do better than what we got right
nobody
now.
wants to
but-
do that job. That's a
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
terrible
But-
job.
Nah, I definitely appreciate that. I
before
want to hear. Yeah.
Well,
go.
actually, can I ask him a question? Bro?
Yeah.
What's the legacy you want to leave?
For
Because
me?
you have
Yeah.
you have your hands in a lot of different
I
pots.
do.
You do.
No bullshit.
So I want to ask you, like, one, where's your I don't want to ask that. 'Cause if I ask where your focus is, it kind of diminishes like whatever you're gonna be like everything.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
obviously,
I was gonna say,
obviously
like,
you can't.
wherever I'm doing, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
focused.
feel
Yeah,
me?
Type shit. Yeah.
Where's your what's the word? Not focus, but like I ask you, so where's your goals? Like, what's the
Yeah.
goal for it?
Yeah, we talked. It's funny. We actually talked about this a little bit with Shondo in that sense, where it's like, for me, legacy is about like impact. You feel me? And it's
For sure.
also about how much influence you can have towards like your kind of like, how do I describe it? It's like towards your like your ideal state of being. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I work with young people because I love like engaging like that generation of people and providing like what I felt like I didn't have as far as like mentorship,
Shout out to
or as far
BTO.
as like guidance. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
I work for Team
And
Prime.
617.
Shout out BTO. Shout out 617 PT Studios.
Yeah.
Like literally the whole gaming.
All
You feel
that,
me?
all
We've
that.
had like people from everywhere on here too. Like, and it's all love. Like that's like one big
Yeah,
family.
shout out to
for real.
Kenny. He's a baller too.
Who?
Kenny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Nah, I'd be hooping.
I gotta
no
tap
cap,
in with
bro.
him.
Yo. Yeah, we gotta get like I don't know about the fools. We gotta get like a league, bro. Nah, he's watching. us, bro. I'm not
Evo
gonna-
can play.
I'm trying to hoop.
Evo's nice.
I'm trying to hoop. But keep going.
But so there's that, and so like then there's like for the podcast, same thing. You feel me? It's like people are listening to this, and like we've had these conversations many times where it's about influence. You feel me?
Thanks.
We want people to be able to like understand like what's going on in like their surrounding community, because a lot of times like if you're not in it, you don't see it.
Right.
That doesn't mean it's not happening.
Right.
That doesn't mean that it's not valuable, and that doesn't mean that people don't need to know about
I
it.
just had a conversation with
You know what I'm
Chantel about this.
Yeah,
Like literally like 2 hours ago.
just facts though.
It's
You
fucking
know what I'm saying?
facts,
Like
bro.
people need to know what's going on around them, because
Absolutely.
if you're not, it's one thing to feel like you're not a part of something, but it's like, how do you expect people to even want to be a part of it if they don't know what's
don't know
going
what's
on?
there.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
expect people to just go in blind to stuff and they don't have any end? Like, nah, you got to provide that opportunity for folks.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then with music, it's always been about like the influence. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
some people
Right.
want to be famous, you feel me? But for me, it's like I want to get to a point where like I can influence like people to just like contribute to their world in a way that's like beneficial, sustainable, and positive.
What you got coming
Right.
up?
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop an album.
What's it called?
Okay.
What's it called?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you
Oh,
that.
man.
Only because there's
Is
two
it done?
titles. It is. Yeah, there's a working title that I have called like Arrested Development, but that's not what the actual project is going to be called. I know that for a fact. Because that's just like, yeah, that's just like,
Well, placeholder.
but that's coming out. So that's coming out around September-ish, like closer to like October, because my birthday is like coming like, it's going to be like right after my birthday this year. So that's coming out. And then like we talked about before, BFTC, we're doing some live shows as the year rolls out.
Great idea.
Some stuff.
That's right.
It's going to be great.
Well,
That's-
we'll help however we can.
Yo,
I
so-
appreciate that.
you know,
That's what
you
we're talking
like-
about too. I'm saying
yeah.
like that's one of the reasons why I was
Promotion,
excited to have
collabs,
you guys on too, because I
marketing.
think that like we need more of this. We need more opportunities for like this like intermingling of like entities, so that folks don't feel like they're alone in the process. You feel me? It's like we support, we got each other's back, so we
Fucking
can make things
facts,
happen.
bro.
That's how we have to do it. To
Yeah.
be honest,
That's
with
what
you.
I'm
It's
saying.
like,
Like,
the events you got coming up.
Yeah.
In the next.
Peace Weekend, the Memorial Day weekend, no cap.
Yeah.
We got Friday, we're doing a variety show. Friday 23rd, we got a variety show with the youth. Where they're gonna go over like state of the youth, like what's going on with young people, what's going on with state of mental health when it comes to youth. We
Peace.
got a live band performance. Saturday, we're doing a youth conference. We got panelists, we got Ike, we got Stacks. Sadiq's gonna be a panelist as well.
Hey, okay.
So we got mad people like from the community who are really building things up. We got some mental health practitioners and like healers in the community that are gonna be there as well.
Hey, we have to
Feel
change
me?
this
We
shit
got-
to good for the community.
Yeah, bro,
Shit.
no bullshit. Good for the community, you know what I'm saying? So and then we got a block party on Sunday, the
I'm
25th.
at the block party.
You wanna pull up? I bet, yeah. Now the block party
Maybe
gonna be
that's what the
jumping,
block
though.
party should be called.
What?
Good for
Good
the community.
For the community
Yeah,
block
I'm
party.
just
Yo, if we
saying.
do some, yo, write this down.
Yeah, let's go. For real, for real, for
But,
real.
yeah,
Why
it's all
not?
like Teen Empowerment and stuff. So I'm
Good for the
excited.
community.
It's gonna be-
Yeah, yeah,
it's
write
like,
that
I
down.
bet.
Yeah.
We're gonna
For the
put like an
community.
asterisk next to it and put like, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Not,
saying?
not AI.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
AI.
Contributions by.
Look at
you know
that,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
I
Yeah.
want to be the first to say like, yo, that shit's amazing, bro.
I appreciate
Like-
that, bro.
It's so hard to. I know we gotta go. 'Cause I'm not trying to take too much time, but it's so hard to like I said, man, make these ideas a reality, bro. And you only have so much energy and so much time in
Facts.
the day, and so many ways that you can divide yourself
bullshit.
up, bro. And like, I don't know if you heard him say recently, bro, but I'm proud of you. That shit is amazing, bro.
Thank you,
like,
bro.
Real,
And
real,
likewise,
real shit,
bro.
bro.
Listen, I was just talking to today a little bit earlier this week about it because he was like, you know, saying the same thing, like, you want me to come to the show? And I was like, bro, I'm gonna be there. You feel me? Like, we're gonna be there because like that's the thing is like, couldn't tell you how much more like how much pride it brings like me to see like people that I'm engaging with, people that I'm around, like really doing these things. You feel me? You're
Yes.
someone that's doing it.
I appreciate
And like
you.
Dave's young. He's 17.
Oh, that's
And,
my
like,
dog.
You feel me? But it's like I
That's
love
my
seeing that because that's
dog.
important, bro.
Yo, hear it here
Well,
now, bro. He gonna be one.
Nah,
He's
he's
gonna,
next up.
he gonna be one of the biggest. Like,
No
I
bullshit.
promise
talking
you
about
that.
Day?
They the
They
dawn,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
They
no.
the
They the
dawn,
dawn.
bro.
He gonna
Brilliant.
be.
They the
Like,
dawn.
yo,
bro.
I've seen him 3 times now.
I remember first time
Very
I
good.
went to
the goat. No bullshit,
I went to
bro.
BTO, bro. Like, I met Gio, sat down,
Yeah.
just having a workshop.
Shout
I was
out
just like
Gio,
chilling
man.
on. So yeah, shout out my man Gio, that's my dog. Congratulations, Gio. Also,
Facts, I'm mad.
congratulations.
About to be a father,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Look at
crazy.
that.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
crazy.
That's real, bro. I love that, bro.
I was
Shout
talking to
out
him, bro. I was
you.
a fly on the
Congrats.
wall, bro, and then like they was asking me just questions about marketing, and I was
Yeah.
just telling them just crazy, like shit that you think is like so common sense.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, word, and I was like,
yeah.
damn, that shit like that's like the bottom of the You know what I'm saying? The bottom of the market
But
and
it's
shit.
new, but it's new.
But it's new.
Yeah.
And like, yo, he put me to the side. He was like, yo, can I play some shit? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you his ass, but you can play me.
Yeah.
And he put that shit on. I was like,
He's like my.
Yo.
He was like my fault actually.
yo, I was like, yo,
That shit slaps.
I was like, yo, there's a lot of great young talent, bro. But
Facts.
between him and Saza,
Yeah, facts.
Joe Saza.
those
Saza,
are my
bro.
two favorite young artists coming out of here.
I love Saza,
Like,
bro.
not saying that we old, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Nah, but they younger than
They
us.
younger
though.
than us.
And
They
his-
younger
I
than
mean,
us.
his album came out. His album's fire.
His album's
So, I mean,
fire.
we talked about on the pod. His
His album's
bro.
fire, man.
No skips.
No
And
bullshit.
you know what I'm saying? I just want to say, I hope, you know what I'm saying? I hope you be at that show.
I'm gonna be
But yeah, man.
We gonna be there.
We gonna
Actually,
be there.
we got like a whole thing. It's gonna
What
be fun.
y'all are doing, man, is amazing, bro. Like, just for real, man. Like, I really hope you take the time to actually, like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to step back and be
I'm
like,
yeah, and
it's gonna be
see.
like, damn, I
Yeah.
really did that shit. Like, somebody actually gotta tell you, like, yo, bro, you just did that shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, no funny, I just did that shit.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
man.
Bro, like, hope you
That's
take the
necessary.
time to actually, like, enjoy this shit. Because you're doing a lot of shit, and a lot of this shit is amazing, bro.
Nah, thank you, bro.
Absolutely,
I do
my
appreciate
nigga.
that. Like,
Absolutely.
Truthfully, it's like it means a lot. And like you're right. It is something that like it's hard to take that step back and revel in it a little
Facts.
bit. But I think it's also like it goes to show that like because we're working so hard and because everyone is like we see like we're trying to do everything that we can possibly to make sure that the scene has like what it needs to be able to find that success story. You feel me?
Right.
Because like
Absolutely.
we
That's
deserve it.
splish.
You know what I'm saying? The people
100%.
deserve it.
That's
And community
splish.
deserves it. So everything that you guys are doing as well, it's like just again like adding on like layers and layers upon it. You feel me? So that we have like that foundation so that people can just keep building. You feel
No,
me? And
thank
y'all
you.
are doing
It's
it as well.
necessary.
And there's a reason why the podcast that we went on for our run were High Street and you guys, because I mean, you're entertaining. Eves is entertaining.
Yes.
Rob's colorblind. But he's also
No
entertaining.
bullshit.
I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you see my photos? Do you like them? I don't even know. How does that work?
I don't have a mic.
Yeah. So listen, my legacy. I'm inspired by a lot of artists. Obviously, a lot of Boston artists. But I look around. And I gotta say, you know what I'm saying, Cole Bennett is one of my biggest inspirations in the industry. Because he has done a lot of the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
I will executive produce an album at someday. My music videos, listen, you haven't seen a lot of them yet, but you're gonna see a lot this year. And we got some crazy stuff happening. Like, listen, I'm going. There's a huge opportunity here, not just with concerts, but just in making better content.
Yeah.
And I take
Everybody
it
needs
very
better
seriously. When I make music videos, I take it very seriously when I do any creative work. There's always storyboards, there's always treatments. But anyway, getting off topic. The Aperture Empire is announced here. And now, if you haven't heard me at a party talk about it incessantly, listen, I'm trying to build everything. I'm trying to build schools. I'm trying to build, we need to turn Boston into a greater creative hub than it already is.
Sure.
And we're going to need the infrastructure. And I intend to build it. If nobody else is going to come along and build it, it's going to be me.
Fire. Mr. Linguini, man.
Everybody
Legacy.
needs better pictures and better infrastructure and better
Lenni
everything.
Linguini's
Aperture
legacy.
Everybody needs better
Studios.
pictures.
Aperture
Copyrighted
Studios,
type
man.
shit.
Yo, my legacy, man. You know, to be honest, I just want to let everybody know that they can be regular people, like doing big things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
you don't gotta be somebody who's like running around trying to get the next finest clothes, get the next whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're who you are and you're splishing, you're doing what you need to do. Like,
Splishing.
yeah, I mean, like it don't get any easier than that. To be honest, like.
Good name for a song.
Imagine I come to the podcast right now, right? I'm trying to be somebody else. Like, I'm jumping around.
Wouldn't work.
What are you doing? That's
Wouldn't
crazy, bro. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm reserved, I'm chilling, I'm listening, you know what I'm saying? I'm still engaging or whatever. Like, you could still be that and be a part of everything.
Facts.
You know? So like, even just hosting the showcases, being part of this, being a part of like Mass Represent, like putting stuff on the stories, sharing, supporting, like you're a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, everybody has their own role to play and everybody can be a regular
We
person.
need you. We
doing
need
that.
everybody.
Yeah.
Need everybody. Not everybody need to be on stage.
Yo,
No bullshit.
I'm
Exactly.
sorry. No, go ahead.
No, and I was just saying, like, and that's like that's like what I really want to leave behind. Like, yo, like, be you, you know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Like, you don't gotta do nothing crazy to be yourself. Just
Love that, bro.
run with that.
I'm sorry, but like I'm right here, bro. I gotta hear that verse, bro. I'm playing it in my head, bro. Like, how does it feel to get lost in the luxury?
And that's the end of the show. Play us out, Johnny.
I don't know about foreign, but local they fuck with me. Yo, that nigga go crazy, bro.
No bullshit. Let me
Bro,
see.
please
if I
tell
can
me you
find
play.
it,
Bro. You
bro.
gotta scroll up in our text thread. That's where it's at with me.
I might even
Yeah,
just have
hopefully
it on
this
my
song that they
phone.
talking
It's a
about.
cultural moment here.
Hopefully the song that they talking about will be performed.
I need y'all.
Will be performed on May 30th.
I need y'all to know, bro. I need y'all to know when it comes out, bro. I tried my best.
On May 30th.
He just tried a little bit better than me.
You should have just invite him up on stage.
On May 30th.
To do that song.
For Mass Represent.
I mean, yeah, but if you want to come on stage, I mean, I'll be real.
Just wear something green.
My
That's it.
my side ain't mixed, bro. But I take it from that.
You got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks.
I
You got 2 weeks, my guy,
That
to
shit-
get it together.
Yeah,
You can't hear this sense, bro. I pray to God.
See, that's why I don't send out the raws. You don't send out the unmixed tracks.
Nah, it was unmixed because I thought he was about to send me back like. I thought he was about to send me back like some raw vocals. He said, "Yo, it's done." I said, "Like done." He said, "Like done." I was like,
Instead of shaming you.
yeah. And then I listened to it. I was like,
You said me something unfinished. I finished it.
"Damn, this is nice as fuck." You know what's crazy, bro? I actually had a bigger artist like be like, "Yo, like send me some of the shit," and I played him that one. Oh, he got it. Hold on.
Got it.
I had to go back to my email. I was like, got it. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, that's something.
Nah, run it back right before it starts.
You gotta play next on microphone.
Yeah,
I got it.
and like
You play
right
it,
before it
yeah,
starts,
yeah.
like maybe a little.
I'm good. How does it feel to get lost in a luxury? I don't know, I don't like company. I can buy foreign, but local, they fuck with me. I don't do stuff in the front, see, I want the money tree, I'm in the shade. Spend for peace, I've been lost in my ways. Fuck I'ma say when I'm facing the pain. If you burying me, carrying my myth to the grave. Bitch, we talking opulence, water than copping and stopping that shit I embrace. Custom my totem, you notice my fist dated coders from shoulder engagement. Way they been calling me chosen, you think I was golden, like what's on the bracelet? Losing with sleep like I had to give me a bag and tag and placements. Tell me you fucking with me. Said this in a therapy session. Talking my favorite obsession. It's a blessing. Tell me you fucking with me. If it ain't all about the possessions, why they kill me if they repossess them? I could buy you the clothes, buy you the shoes, buy you the bag, but I need one too. Whole lot of cash if you want, that's cool. I can pay for it all. With a song and a tone, I can pay for it all. Pay for it all. Pay for it all. I can pay for it all. Pay for it all. Pay for it all. Pay for it all.
Yo,
This man said he
That
wrote
was
that,
facts,
and he
bro.
wrote that on the way
That
to
needs,
the
that needs a
studio.
whole campaign.
Don't
That's a good song.
I'm gonna
It's a
end
good
this
song,
shit, nigga. I'm gonna end this shit. I don't give a fuck who calling me.
I'm like,
I'm
Call
gonna
my
end this shit by saying that's the best verse I've ever received
That verse is amazing.
from any artist. And no matter what tier, no matter what size, no
appreciate
matter what
that, bro.
accolades, that verse right there was ridiculous. That's
pay
it.
for it.
It had everything.
Like literally, bro. He took the hook,
Yeah.
made a new hook, and ended it on some calm, cool, funny shit.
Like shit.
Like, yo, he
shit.
said,
It's like,
I
it's regular. It's
I can pay
regular.
for it. It's like,
No,
yo,
no,
That's
you,
it.
you get everything. Obviously, you got to fix your verse, but
nah.
but
Send it,
the
get a mix, yeah.
melody's amazing too. I mean, who's the producer on that?
I think my name Kenneth produced that bitch.
That's some good work.
But nah, that song's tough, bro. I love it. Got you.
Because yo, bro, that shit is fucking fire, bro.
Got you. Oh, five. That's scary. He heard. He was like, yo, I hear my name mentioned. He's like, I got to jump in. But
Someone
nah,
talking
man,
about
yo, appreciate these guys, man. It's been another fantastic episode. Bad for the community, man. Like, if you make sure you follow us on socials. You feel me? We are gonna be releasing the episode on YouTube. We have our regular social media stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? But definitely pop out. You feel me? Like, we're talking about HypeHub. Y'all are really
HypeHub.
building it up. You know what I'm saying? And
Get hype.
this event.
Clap.
Splishing.
But I'll say,
Oh,
we
it's
gonna
special,
pop out, you feel me? Mass represent, Khalif's homecoming, you know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah.
Key, Elo's,
Key's
Trillmanny,
birthday.
Isha on the bill, Key's birthday.
That's
Like, you
right.
can't
It's
do
gonna be a
anything
party
more
all
fire
If you
night.
than
love
that.
Key, you'll go.
And
If you don't-
maybe
if you don't go, you don't love Key.
Maybe
That's it.
Facts.
if Nate want to really lay some shit down, bro, you might
Yeah, he's gonna come on stage.
Bro,
I'm
hey,
calling
listen.
you up on stage. I don't care.
No, I gotta hear that
I'm
in
hosting
person.
that motherfucker.
Listen,
I don't even know
Yeah,
y'all already hear that
don't
shit.
play me.
Listen.
Don't play,
Nah,
man.
man. Yo, we out, man. Thank y'all again.
Peace and
Of
love.
course.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having me.
having us.
My brother.